Alright, hey YouTube, it is Friday. I uploaded that little film on Wednesday, but I haven't been filming since Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. I'm just filming now because honestly, I've just been working, like my day job work, and I've just been doing a bunch of house hunting stuff, like looking at various places and looking at a lot of paperwork. So literally not that much has happened. I didn't order of groceries again, so I just had lunch now. It's kind of like late lunch. The goal for today is to figure out where the trash and the recycling is, because I put some recycling into the grocery bags and the trash is nearly full. At some point eventually, I've not left the house since Sunday, but eventually once I get enough laundry, I think I have to do a load of laundry. There's only a single, there's only a single towel in the bathroom, but I just found where the extra towels are. Wow, I'm smart. There is like an insect or like a fly or like a pest. It's not a fly, it's way bigger. There's like something that I noticed a couple of days ago that was like crawling on the floor, but I didn't have my glasses on. Couldn't see what it was. Last night, it was on the curtains right there, right before I was about to go to bed. I was trying to figure out how to like trap it or get rid of it. So I finagled this contraption with my tripod and an empty yogurt container to like trap it, but it didn't work. It like jumped off or fell onto the top of the couch. I don't think it flies very much or very often. I'm not 100% sure it can like fly. Then I went behind the couch and I was like, I'm just gonna go to bed. I don't generally like bugs and insects and things like that, but that one seemed like pretty benign. It haven't bitten me or anything. I've not like seen it get close to me. I've only seen it like twice and I've been here for like over a week now. So I don't know what it is, but it was like pretty sizable. You guys can definitely, I'm doing this on the iPhone, so you guys should be able to hear it. The walls in this place are very, very thin. The only thing that makes it kind of bearable is that it's like a Friday night and like they have been quiet-ish. But I bet Monday morning or Tuesday morning, the people on the other side of this apartment, I swear it was like some straight guy talking about like seducing some chick or getting laid. But he clearly sounds like he doesn't get laid very often. It's not eavesdropping when you can hear it in your unit. All right, we're gonna go through your comments. Christopher says, I've seen the meals I've been eating that I buy from Whole Foods. From there before, always wonder how they taste, never tried them. I've tried 5 of the 6 different ones that they offer, and the only reason I haven't tried the 6th one is because they're out of stock. They're actually all pretty good. I would recommend them. They're $9. I just had the salmon one today and that was like $12, but they're actually all pretty good. I would eat them. The portion is a little bit on the small side for me, which is maybe a good thing since I am not going to the gym. Chris Ross says, I didn't think I care for EVs, but once I started driving one, acceleration is great. I have the MoreJoeyT, which is a fuel cell powered EV. Yeah, everyone that I know like 4 or 5 people that have the Tesla Model 3, and they all say like, oh, it's like great, it's awesome. It's like completely different experience. It's not out of the question for me to get a Model 3, so I need to get a house first and then I will look at getting a car. Little Asian Kid Forever says, what do you use for online grocery shopping? Are the items the same price as in store or is there a markup? How much is the delivery fee and how much do you tip? So I have Amazon Prime. With Amazon Prime, you get groceries delivered without a delivery fee. So I don't pay an extra delivery fee. I think with the Whole Foods stuff you can get on Amazon, it seems like the prices are the same, but I've never like pulled out my phone when I was physically in a Whole Foods store to see if they're exactly the same for everything. Just usually suggest a tip of something like $5 to $7 depending on how much stuff you put into your cart, but you're able to edit that as well. But I usually see it around $5 to $7 for the tip. Logan says, LL quinoa is how you are supposed to pronounce that word. And Making Up also says that pronounce quinoa. Quinoa. Not gonna remember that. Taz DeVille says, I cannot wait to see you walk into your own house. With any luck, maybe around like early September-ish, we might have some footage of me walking to my own place. We will see. M. Justin says, once you get a car, you will have some road trips to Palm Springs and Vegas. What's your favorite beach in SoCal? And what's your favorite amusement or theme park in SoCal? I don't go to the beach very much. The idea of a beach is nice, but going to a beach is usually very messy. So I don't know if I have a favorite beach. I think the only beach I've been to in SoCal is Santa Monica Beach. The one that's just like right there. I probably will do some road trips to Palm Springs because it is really close by. I'm not a big Vegas person, so I'm not sure I'll go over there. Have you ever been to Catalina Island? No, I have not. Great weekends as usual. Nowadays, I usually have a 3-day weekend because a Kurt's vacation time is maxed out. Yeah, if you are maxed out on your banked PTO, you gotta start using that up. Curious as to how the whole food meals are. I just said they're actually pretty good. They're like decent value, I think, for like $9. The portion is maybe a little bit on the small side, but I just tend to have large meals. They look delicious, probably well worth the price. And I got a few comments from you guys on the little mini film I posted on Wednesday. John says, dynamic. Alan says, too short. JBTV agrees that it's too short. I only have so much footage. If you actually look at it, you'll notice that every single clip is exactly the same, like 2.3 second length, and it's like on the beat of the song. Christopher says, I think you can't film LED lights like the car buttons at 60 frames a second. To avoid the flicker, you have to drop it down more like 26. So the standard frame rates are usually 24 or 23.98. You want to be super technical about it, but it's 24, 30, and 60. I shot everything at 120 frames a second on my camera, and things were slowed down. Most of it were slowed down to 33% of the original speed. Some of them was slowed down by 25% speed. The actual video file itself, when I rendered it, was a 60 frames per second output video. So when you're playing it on YouTube, that video, it'll say that it's like 1080p 60. That's what the 60 number is on the back. The final product itself, 60 frames per second. The raw footage, most of it was 120, but it was slowed down in post. Yeah, because I wanted that slow-mo action, I had to film at 120, which meant I wasn't able to avoid the flicker. But with anything that's like LED lighting, I'm not sure if there's any frame rate where you can completely eliminate it, but I've not really tested that before. XXX says, everyone's leaving SF though. The only ones that seem not to leave are the doctors, nurses, and medical professionals. I mean, I know a lot of people that are staying in San Francisco or in the Bay Area, and they have no plans to move out. Some of them are in tech, even though a lot of the tech companies, the bigger ones, are announcing that they're gonna let people work from home until next year, even permanently. I saw Google just announce early this week or last weekend that they're gonna let everyone work remotely until next summer in 2021. Last comment today is from M. Johnson. Thank you for taking the time to put this together. Talk about the little mini film, very entertaining. You look so natural driving around SoCal. Can't wait for more SoCal videos. I was basically just like turning the camera on and just going like that for like 5 seconds, and then I turn the camera off. I don't have a lot of facial expressions when I drive. Well, I have a lot of facial expressions when I check my emails. There have been times where like people have seen me in the morning at work, check my emails, and then they'll ask me like, what are you doing on your computer? Because I was making all these facial expressions, but I was saying, oh, I'm just checking my emails in the morning. That's what it was. Yeah, this is some yogurt with that grain-free granola that I eat all the time, that you've been seeing me eat for the last 4 months. Has it been that long? It's middle of March. End of March that I started this? Or is it April? I think it's end of March. Tomorrow's August. Today is the last day of July already. I have been house hunting, and we do have an update. My agent and I put in an offer on a place, and the owner countered, and then we countered back. Well, didn't counter. They basically said, just come back with your best offer. There's also another buyer that submitted an initial offer as well. So come back with your best offer. My agent and I talked about it, put in our best offer, which we thought was strong, and we got it. So our offer was accepted, and the rest of the process is like uncharted territory. I know how to like kind of look at houses. We've tried to put in a couple other offers in other places already before, but we've never gotten this far. We've never gotten this far to the point where like, okay, the offer is accepted. Now we're in escrow. We're going to close in like 30-ish days. That seems to be the standard time frame for that. A bunch of stuff has to happen. I've already read about like 100 pages of stuff, or I've been sent 100 pages of stuff to read. There's all the HOA HOA docs, there's a bunch of loan documents, there's a bunch of like real estate legal forms mumbo jumbo, and I think that covers maybe half of the 100 pages. I've been doing some of that today. I just started getting some of the docs today, but this could be very, very exciting. However, it's still contingent on a bunch of things. We're gonna have the house and pest inspection on Monday, so I'm gonna go on site for that. And then there's gotta be like other checks and things that the lenders have to do. They have to do their appraisal on it. There's probably like, I don't know, a bunch of other stuff to check that various people are checking. Yeah, but I will keep you guys obviously updated on it. But with some luck, you know, by the end of August or the beginning of September, I don't remember what the timeline was, where we have keys to a house. I'm trying to not get too excited about this because like if something comes up in the appraisal or especially the home inspection that we were not expecting, obviously, unless it's like some brand new house or like a house that's been completely gutted and completely redone, there's going to be some issues any place that's not brand new. It's just that if any kind of showstoppers come up, then that could be a sticky situation, but we will see what happens. What am I going to do this weekend? I don't know if I'm going to do very much. There might be a couple of people I'll hit up to see if we can hang out, I don't know, grab like a socially distanced meal or something. Outdoor dining is still happening here in Los Angeles. I fear that I might have a lot of paperwork, things like that to go through. I've been trying to shop for home insurance, besides the home insurance. I don't know when I need it by. There's like some deadline where I need to give people the binder of stuff. Shopping for home insurance is weirdly difficult. It's hard to compare exactly what kind or the quality of the coverage between different insurance companies. So I spent like 2 hours just like completely confused last night looking at home insurance options. But hopefully the next vlog on Monday, I'll be able to show you a little bit of this potential new house that I have put down a sizable deposit on, and then hopefully I'll go out a little bit on the weekend and we'll get you some footage of that. Tonight I am reading a lot more of these HOA docs, and then yeah, I'm just gonna stay home and adult and go through all these documents. So until Monday, bye YouTube.